Great to be back here in this beautiful building. I have a lot of great memories here. I actually did a show here once back when I was in college. I was just getting started in comedy, actually. It was my first show. I was just a kid. But now I'm a little older and wiser, and I think I'm ready to do my second show. So a lot has changed since I was here last. I've been working out a little bit, as you can clearly take my word for it. See, I did a push-up on July 27th, and lifted a box of crayons sometime in August, so that's a bold phase, I've also gained a bit of weight. I'm somehow paler than before. I guess Australians wouldn't get that joke. White, you gotta get gained white. I think I'm good. Are there any Australians in the house? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. I just thought I'd start with a shout out to a people group that could not possibly respond. That's great. Alright, how about this one? Are there any people of Dutch descent in the room? There you are. Surprise! I too am Dutch, but I'm not from around here, so I'm not used to there being this high a concentration of blonde women. It's different. I mean, it's better than it was, but I'm pretty sure 20 years ago, if like an actual Dutch person from Dutchland, like, came to Calgary, he'd be like, is there a lot of Dutch people here? Is it a festival? Why are we all here? What's up? Around here, you guys call it 2 jump ropes, because double Dutch is just 2 people. Contractually obligated to make at least one Dutch joke, so we're smooth sailing from here. I get in a lot of awkward situations in life, and I'm sure this was happening to you when you're walking towards somebody, and you go one way, and then so do they, so then you go back the other way, and then so do they, and then this repeats itself a number of times. My record is 8. I figured out a solution to this. Alright, so now say I'm walking towards a girl, and like, oh, sorry, right here, I turned into a sexy Megan dance. Where are you going? Or if it's a dude, I just turned into an intimidating territorial display. Where are you going? What's you doing? The professor, because those are the only 3 types of people, boy, girl, professor. My strategy is to delay indefinitely, just like, oh, here you go, so. Let me explain why. That professor is probably trying to get to class. To that class, I'm now kind of a hero. He shows up 15 minutes late, everyone's taking naps. He's like, yeah, sorry I'm late, some idiot was guarding me in the hallway. That's when I come in like, where you going? What you doing? Whenever I don't know what to do, but I want to look confident, my go-to move is to lean on something. I don't know why, but the best way to convey confidence is to convey imbalance. Like, I don't know how we got there as a society. Like, you see somebody chilling at like 45 degrees, and you're like, man, you know, that guy is super chill, or some sort of inner ear condition. Either way, I'm digging his vibe. Yeah, what's good? I can't stand up on my own, I need support, girl. That's why I think people with vertigo are so cool. It's like, they get dizzy, they just play it off. It's like having sudden attacks of coolness throughout the day. Dude, what are you doing? I'm just hanging out with, why's your face doing that? What's going on? Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, we need to get back on defense. We're down 3-0. Come on. Get off the goalie. Come on, what are you doing? I think the absolute best job in the world would be to work at Ellis Island back in the day. So when all the European immigrants came in, I could just tweak their names slightly to make them really funny. Just like a little subtle touch, a little typo or something. Like somebody writes down Kowalski, like, oh, welcome to America, Mr. Poopy Pants. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I'm not? I don't care. Do you want land or not? Don't argue. I'll make your first name Big Stupid. Wouldn't like that, now would we, Dr. Poopy Pants? I think if there was some sort of nuclear war, it would be followed by a small baby boom caused by couples who think they're the last people on Earth. Because nothing gives a shy guy courage quite like knowing he's literally the only option. So, I don't know if you heard, but most things blew up. Are you doing anything later? I was thinking maybe we could cook this can of radioactive beans over a burning tire. Or if you want to eat out, we could go to Antonio's. I could get us a reservation. I know the manager is dead. Darkness there, that's cool. Apocalypses are tricky. You gotta be careful with apocalypses, because like, it's not enough just to survive it. That's important. But equally important is who you survive it with. Like, your whole post-apocalyptic experience is determined in one moment. Mushroom cloud, Susan, okay? Mushroom cloud, Fat Steve. Oh. He's gonna eat all the food. They still provide warmth and shelter. Later on, probably food. I never know what to say when I meet new people, you know? Like, I mean, it doesn't help that they're usually crying or sleeping and don't know any words yet. It's a quick hitter. There's a bit of wisdom I heard once that people are like vending machines. If you put wrinkly money in their mouths, they will spit it out. Your birthday was Labor Day for your mom. Birthdays are weird. I get really uncomfortable when people sing happy birthday to me. But I don't think that's weird, that I feel weird, because birthdays are the only time in your life when people are allowed to gather around and sing at you. We don't do that at other life milestones, like you got married. You lost a lot of weight. It's about time you lost weight. One of my biggest fears is that I'll get run over by a parade. And then I'll bleed out because all the emergency vehicles are at the back of the parade. Something to think about. Parades are weird, because like, if you did any of the behaviors associated with a parade in a non-parade context, you'd just be a terrible driver. Like a one-car parade would just be like the most universally despised thing in the world. Just driving really slow, waving at people for no reason. It's like I throwing hard candies at children. It's like 4 motorcycle cops trying to pull him over. He thinks it's an escort. I try to have a little perspective in life, because I think I stress too much about stuff that doesn't actually really matter. And the way I try to think about it is that, like, for most creatures on Earth, their only job is to eat and not get eaten. By that standard, I'm doing incredibly well in life. I eat every day. It's so easy. And I have no natural predators. Can you imagine? Like, if you had to go through life with the knowledge that at some point, you just might get eaten by dinosaurs. Like, you wouldn't worry about stupid stuff. Like, oh man, who am I gonna hang out with? I said I'd hang out with them, but then they'll think that I don't like them. Like, don't worry about it. They're weak. They got eaten by dinosaurs. You're gonna be worried about what to wear. Like, oh, does this match with this? Just like, does it blend in with your surroundings? And does it give you a full range of motion so you can run away from the dinosaurs? Your only stress would be survival stress. It'd be awesome. You wouldn't be like, you wouldn't be lying in bed at the end of the day and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have said this. Then my thoughts would be, oh man, glad I hid in those bushes. Fat Steve wasn't so lucky.